Hi.
Oh, hi, sorry.
Oh my god. Hi, Internet. It's us again. We're going to give you some advice. Okay.
Okay, that's enough. That's all the intro you need.
Raven asked this question.
Kristen doesn't believe in foreplay.
That's not true. So Raven asks, any advice for occasionally bringing in a third while still maintaining full commitment to one another and with no one getting hurt? So here is our advice for having a successful threesome. Part of this is because sometimes our threesomes have been awkward.
Awkward is the word. I wouldn't say unsuccessful. They've been awesome and super hot and like so much fun, and I've learned a ton. And
hello to everyone out there who we've brought home. You're the best.
Thank you for being part of our couple experiments. But there have been various times when it's been less than smooth, and so we have some thoughts about how to make it slightly more smooth. So
hopefully you can learn from our mistakes. So first is to be intentional about who you're bringing home. So people to not bring home. Your very close friend. So you don't want to fuck up a good friendship accidentally. Your ex, bad idea. Somebody who gives you just a weird, crazy, insane vibe. Who knows? Trust them. This is sort of like all one-night stands, right? And then also, think about the gender of the person who you're bringing home. If gender is a thing for you, which is for us, or power is a thing for you, which is for us, think about the gender and power that you're bringing into your relationship. So, hey, if we bring home, the first time we brought home a femme, and Sinclair was, going at it with this femme, I was sitting there this is really hard for me to watch. And, now it's fine, but it was hard.
Yeah, and it's, I think part of that is practice and doing it more than once, and part of it is our own dynamic getting stronger and us feeling more confident in each other and in our own relationship. So, and same thing was true the first time we brought somebody who was more of a butch top home, who, it felt more threatening to me because that person's gender and power dynamic was similar to my own. But so that's not to say that don't bring those people home, because they can be super fun to play with, and they're super hot people who are probably, similar to your own power or gender dynamic. Just be aware that what you might be bringing in to the couple dynamic might shift things a little bit, or might have certain triggering responses to one or the other of you. Of just, I might need a little more aftercare than you do if we have another butch top in the situation, or I might need you to talk to me about how hot I was and not necessarily how hot the other person was afterward for a while. Just to, have a little padding there. But, every time we've done this, we've woken up the next day and been like, oh my god,
that was so hot.
That was so fun.
That was great.
Oh my god.
So, the second piece of advice, it's sort of related to that, which is to, negotiate some boundaries in advance. So, kinky and poly people do this a lot, but, thinking about, okay, well, what's acceptable and what's not? Are there particular holes that I don't want you to put particular things in? Is that... just something to talk about in advance, it might not work for you, and it's just something to consider.
Are certain things off limits.
Right.
And it also really can make things... get going faster if you're gonna be able to say hey, this is what I'm interested in tonight. Would you be willing to put your dick in my girlfriend's mouth while I fuck her for a while? That might actually help things get going instead of hinder things. Maybe that's the only thing that you want this other person to do.
So, but it's helpful to think about this in advance, similar to thinking about who you're bringing home. The third thing, and this is a kind of a big one, is that someone needs to make the first move. I feel like we have brought people home multiple times, and you bring them home and you're all sitting around for 2 hours talking about things. No, not necessary. Someone just needs to say something, touch somebody, consent is helpful, but make the first move.
Make a move.
Make it happen. And sometimes for us it's oh, well, I sort of expect Sinclair to do something, or the third person doesn't want to jump into our dynamic, or it's a little awkward, and for whatever reason I always end up doing it not always, but like that keeps happening, and I'm kind of like, what the hell? This is really hard for me. But then it works out okay. But that's also something to talk about and to like make sure that somebody has the courage to do that.
Yeah. The second part of Raymond's question was about maintaining full commitment to each other and making sure that no one gets hurt. And I think that if you're questioning whether or not you're committed to each other, this should not be something that is something that you're pursuing, really. I mean, maybe if you have a very casual relationship and you're just, like, not sure how long this will last and you just want to mess around, that's fine. But, like, if you're in a long-term kind of thing and you're bringing in a third person and you're thinking that it might threaten your commitment to each other, that's a problem. And I would say be careful and work on this
Probably not the time to
relationship instead of bringing in a third. And with no one getting hurt, it can be a challenge to see your person with someone else. It can be a challenge to see them getting off, to see them kissing someone, to see them making those beautiful faces of ecstasy that they do when you like touch them in those places and make them feel really good, or like hearing those noises that they're making. That can be really a challenge. So build in a bunch of padding as much as you can to remind each other that we are committed to each other and not threatened by an outside person.
It can also be really hot, and so
it can also be really hot.
Like staying open to that and seeing what is exciting to you and like what you like about that situation. Like go for it. Like it can be really fun. So
yeah.
Good luck. Good luck, everyone fucking out there. Bring somebody else home.
Yeah, give it a try. See what it's like. Experiments are always really valuable, and you'll learn something regardless. And find the places where it works really well, and do less of the places that it works less well. I hope that's helpful.
Okay.
Good luck, Raven.
And bye.